Asia, the vast and multifaceted continent, is once again showing the world its ceaseless drive for transformation. From the bustling streets of Ho Chi Minh City to the boardrooms of Beijing and the geopolitical chessboard of Seoul, recent developments paint a picture of a region at a crossroads. The news of the week tells a tale of ambition, challenges, and the unrelenting march of progress. But it also raises profound questions about power, identity, and destiny. Let us begin in Vietnam, where the inauguration of Ho Chi Minh City's first metro line represents more than an engineering milestone. For a city infamous for its traffic chaos and motorbike-dominated streets, the metro is a tangible symbol of modernity and urban planning done right, or almost right. The fact that this project took over a decade to complete underscores the persistent struggles of developing nations to balance aspiration with execution. Yet, one cannot deny the importance of this moment. Metro Line 1, a steel artery cutting through the heart of this historic city, is not just a transportation system, but a harbinger of economic growth and a better quality of life for millions. Will the people of Ho Chi Minh City embrace this vision, or will the cultural attachment to personal vehicles slow its success? While Vietnam looks outward, focusing on the infrastructure of tomorrow, South Korea is consumed by the drama of today. President Yoon Suk-yeol, once a rising star in his nation's political firmament, now finds himself mired in scandal, impeachment, and the looming specter of arrest. His defiance, fortified by the barbed wire of his presidential residence, has not only divided his country, but also tested the resilience of South Korea's democratic institutions. The world watches as the Constitutional Court deliberates his fate, not just because of the domestic implications, but because South Korea's stability is essential in an increasingly volatile East Asia. If Seoul falters, what ripple effects might we see on its shores and beyond? Will North Korea exploit this crisis, or will the United States tighten its grip on a key ally? Such questions must not be ignored. Meanwhile, in China, ByteDance's aggressive investment in artificial intelligence reminds us of the digital revolution's relentless advance. With billions poured into developing proprietary AI models and the procurement of cutting-edge hardware, ByteDance positions itself not merely as an entertainment giant, but as a technological powerhouse. However, this move also sheds light on the deeper competition between East and West, a silent but fierce battle for supremacy in the fields of AI, quantum computing, and data control. ByteDance's ambitions are a reflection of China's broader vision, a nation determined to dominate the industries of tomorrow. Yet as they surge forward, one must ponder, at what cost? The restrictions of authoritarianism and the absence of data privacy in such endeavors should not escape our scrutiny. Are we witnessing the dawn of a new technological superpower or the rise of a dystopian regime? Finally, we turn our gaze to Japan's neighbor, Nissan, whose recent struggles reveal much about the shifting sands of the global automotive industry. Once celebrated as a leader in engineering excellence, Nissan now grapples with declining profits, market irrelevance, and leadership turbulence. The company's decision to cut jobs and rethink its strategy underscores a harsh reality: adapt or perish. The focus on electric vehicles and AI-powered automation in production may offer hope, but one cannot ignore the shadow of mismanagement that has plagued the company since the Carlos Ghosn scandal. Can Nissan reclaim its former glory, or is this another cautionary tale of corporate hubris? Taken together, these stories reveal a region in flux, a tapestry of nations striving to reconcile their past with their future. Vietnam's Metro Line and ByteDance's AI investment highlight Asia's ceaseless innovation, but South Korea's political crisis and Nissan's woes serve as reminders of the human frailty that underpins even the mightiest ambitions. The question, as always, is whether these nations will navigate their respective challenges with wisdom and foresight. Asia has long been a land of contradictions. Ancient traditions juxtaposed with cutting-edge technology, authoritarian regimes coexisting alongside vibrant democracies, and unrelenting growth shadowed by deep inequalities. As these stories unfold, we are reminded of the delicate balance required to sustain such dynamism. The stakes are high, not just for Asia, but for a world that looks to this continent for leadership, innovation, and inspiration. In the early days of January 2025, South Korea found itself ensnared in a political maelstrom unprecedented in its modern history. The nation's capital, Seoul, became the epicenter of a dramatic standoff between impeached President Yoon Suk-yeol and the very institutions sworn to uphold the law. The genesis of this crisis can be traced back to December 3, 2024, when President Yoon, facing mounting opposition from a parliament dominated by adversaries, took the extraordinary step of declaring martial law. This audacious move was perceived by many as an attempt to consolidate power and circumvent democratic processes. The backlash was swift and unforgiving. Within hours, lawmakers convened, defying the military's presence to annul the martial law declaration. By December 14th, the National Assembly had impeached Yoon, accusing him of rebellion and gross abuse of power. With his presidential powers suspended, Yoon retreated to the official residence in Seoul's Hanam-dong district. Here, he was shielded by the Presidential Security Service, PSS, and a fervent assembly of supporters. The residence, once a symbol of national leadership, transformed into a fortified enclave, its perimeters reinforced with barbed wire and barricades. The atmosphere was charged with tension as both supporters and detractors of Yoon congregated outside, their chants and placards reflecting a nation deeply divided. On January 3, 2025, the Corruption Investigation Office for High-Ranking Officials, CIO, armed with a detention warrant, made its move. Their objective was clear: to apprehend Yoon and hold him accountable for his actions. However, the operation was anything but straightforward. As CIO investigators approached the residence, they were met with formidable resistance from the PSS. The ensuing standoff lasted over 6 hours, a tense ballet of authority and defiance, culminating in the investigators' withdrawal due to safety concerns. The failed arrest attempt only served to deepen the nation's political quagmire. Acting President Choi Sang-mok, entrusted with steering the country through this tumultuous period, expressed grave concerns over the potential for violent clashes between state agencies. He underscored the imperative of upholding the rule of law while ensuring public safety, a delicate balance in an environment where passions ran high. Yoon, for his part, remained unyielding. In a televised address, he proclaimed his intent to fight to the end, casting himself as a bulwark against what he described as political persecution. His rhetoric found resonance among a segment of the populace, with hundreds rallying outside his residence, braving the winter chill to voice their support. The scene was emblematic of a nation at a crossroads, its democratic institutions tested by internal strife. The international community watched with bated breath. The United States, a long-standing ally, dispatched Secretary of State Antony Blinken to Seoul. While refraining from direct intervention, Blinken emphasized the importance of a peaceful and lawful resolution to the crisis, reaffirming confidence in South Korea's democratic processes. His presence was a subtle reminder of the geopolitical stakes, especially given the ever-looming specter of North Korean aggression. As the days progressed, the Constitutional Court commenced deliberations on Yoon's impeachment. The court's decision, expected within 180 days, would determine whether Yoon would be permanently removed from office or reinstated. The weight of this judgment was immense, bearing implications not only for the nation's immediate political landscape, but also for the very fabric of its democratic ethos. Meanwhile, the streets of Seoul remained a theater of civil engagement. Pro-Yoon demonstrators, waving national flags and chanting slogans, stood in stark contrast to their counterparts, calling for his arrest and the restoration of democratic norms. The palpable tension underscored the societal rifts that had been laid bare by the crisis. Yet, amidst the discord, there was a shared yearning for resolution, a collective desire to navigate the nation back to stability. In the corridors of power, acting President Choi faced the Herculean task of maintaining governmental continuity. His recent appointments to the Constitutional Court were met with both praise and skepticism, reflecting the polarized environment. Choi's leadership during this interregnum would be pivotal, his decisions scrutinized by a populace yearning for both justice and normalcy. As winter tightened its grip on the Korean peninsula, the nation's political landscape remained in flux. The coming weeks and months would be critical in determining the trajectory of South Korea's democracy. The challenges were manifold: ensuring a fair judicial process, maintaining public order, and safeguarding the nation's democratic institutions. Yet, amidst the uncertainty, there was a resilient hope, a belief that the Republic of Korea, with its storied history of overcoming adversity, would emerge from this crucible stronger and more unified. In the end, the saga of President Yoon Suk-yeol's impeachment and the ensuing standoff was more than a political drama. It was a testament to the enduring strength and complexity of South Korea's democratic experiment. The resolution of this crisis would not only define the nation's current epoch, but also set a precedent for generations to come. In late 2024, Nissan Motor Co., Japan's third-largest automaker, confronted significant financial challenges that prompted a comprehensive restructuring strategy. The company announced plans to cut 9,000 jobs globally, representing nearly 7% of its workforce, and to reduce its production capacity by 20%. These measures aim to address declining sales and profitability, particularly in key markets such as the United States and China. The decision to downsize comes amid a sharp decline in Nissan's financial performance. The company reported a 94% drop in net income, signaling severe operational inefficiencies and an urgent need for strategic realignment. In response, CEO Makoto Uchida has taken a voluntary 50% pay cut, underscoring the leadership's commitment to navigating the company through this turbulent period. A critical aspect of Nissan's restructuring involves a significant leadership overhaul. Jeremy Papin, who has been with Nissan since 2021, will assume the role of Chief Financial Officer, succeeding Stephen Ma, who will now lead operations in China. Christian Meunier, formerly the head of Jeep at Stellantis, will take over as head of Nissan Americas. These appointments are intended to inject fresh perspectives and expertise into Nissan's leadership team, enabling the company to better navigate the complexities of the current automotive landscape. Nissan's challenges are multifaceted, stemming from a failure to adapt promptly to evolving market demands, particularly in the electric and hybrid vehicle sectors. Competitors have capitalized on the growing consumer preference for eco-friendly vehicles, leaving Nissan at a disadvantage. The company's outdated product lineup and over-reliance on dealership incentives have further eroded its competitiveness in global markets. In addition to workforce reductions and leadership changes, Nissan plans to decrease its stake in Mitsubishi Motors from 34% to 24%, a move designed to strengthen its balance sheet and reallocate resources more efficiently. Despite this reduction, the alliance between Nissan, Mitsubishi, and Renault remains a cornerstone of Nissan's strategic framework. Looking forward, Nissan is committed to revitalizing its product lineup, with a particular focus on electric and hybrid vehicles. The company aims to introduce new models tailored to the specific demands of the US and Chinese markets, aligning with global trends towards sustainable mobility. By embracing innovation and enhancing operational efficiency, Nissan aspires to regain its competitive edge and restore profitability in the coming years. In summary, Nissan's recent announcements reflect a proactive approach to addressing its current challenges. Through strategic job cuts, leadership restructuring, and a renewed focus on product innovation, the company is laying the groundwork for a more resilient and adaptable future in the dynamic automotive industry. ByteDance, the Chinese technology conglomerate renowned for its popular app TikTok, is making significant strides in the realm of artificial intelligence, AI. The company has unveiled plans to substantially increase its capital expenditure, aiming to invest up to $22 billion in 2025, with a significant portion dedicated to AI infrastructure. This ambitious investment strategy positions ByteDance at the forefront of China's AI landscape, alongside industry giants such as Alibaba and SenseTime. Collectively, these companies have been leading the generative AI infrastructure services market in China, with ByteDance's commitment further solidifying its role as a key player in this rapidly evolving sector. A substantial portion of ByteDance's investment is directed towards enhancing its AI capabilities through the development of proprietary AI models and the expansion of its AI-driven product portfolio. The company has introduced several AI chatbots, including Dubao, which has gained significant popularity in China, surpassing competitors like Baidu's ErnieBot in terms of user engagement. To support these AI initiatives, ByteDance is investing heavily in AI computing power and infrastructure. Reports indicate that the company plans to allocate a significant portion of its capital expenditure towards AI computing power procurement and the development of data center infrastructure and network equipment. In addition to infrastructure investments, ByteDance is exploring collaborations with hardware manufacturers to develop advanced AI chips. The company has been working with U.S. chipmaker Broadcom Inc. to develop an advanced AI processor, aiming to enhance its AI processing capabilities and reduce reliance on external suppliers. ByteDance's aggressive investment in AI is not only a strategic move to enhance its existing products, but also a forward-looking initiative to explore new applications and services powered by AI. The company's focus on AI-driven innovation reflects a broader trend among Chinese tech giants to prioritize AI development. Despite challenges such as U.S. export restrictions on advanced AI chips, by bolstering its AI capabilities, ByteDance aims to maintain its competitive edge in the global tech industry and continue its trajectory of rapid growth and innovation. The company's substantial investments in AI infrastructure and talent acquisition underscore its commitment to leading the next wave of technological advancement in artificial intelligence. After more than a decade of anticipation and delays, Ho Chi Minh City officially inaugurated its first metro line on December 22, 2024. This significant milestone marks a transformative step in the city's urban transportation landscape, promising to alleviate traffic congestion and enhance mobility for its residents. Metro Line 1, spanning 19.7 kilometers, connects Ben Thanh Market in District 1 to Suoi Tien Theme Park in Thu Duc City. The line comprises 14 stations, including 3 underground and 11 elevated stops, seamlessly integrating various city districts. Construction commenced in 2012, with initial completion slated for 2018. However, the project faced multiple delays due to funding challenges and technical complexities. The total investment for the project reached approximately $1.7 billion, with significant financial support from Japan's Official Development Assistance, ODA, loans through the Japan International Cooperation Agency, IGA. The inauguration ceremony was a momentous occasion, attended by high-ranking officials, including Mr. Nguyen Van Nen, Party Secretary of Ho Chi Minh City, and Mr. Phan Van Mai, Chairman of the Ho Chi Minh City People's Committee. Their presence underscored the project's importance in the city's development agenda. Following the inauguration, thousands of residents eagerly lined up to experience the new metro line, reflecting widespread public enthusiasm and optimism about the city's transportation future. The operationalization of Metro Line 1 is expected to significantly impact Ho Chi Minh City's urban dynamics. By providing a reliable and efficient alternative to road transport, the metro aims to reduce the city's notorious traffic congestion, lower pollution levels, and improve overall quality of life. Urban planners anticipate that the metro will serve as a catalyst for economic growth, stimulating development in areas surrounding the stations and attracting investments in various sectors. Despite the celebratory launch, challenges remain. The metro's initial phase covers a limited portion of the sprawling metropolis, and its success will depend on effective integration with other modes of public transport, such as buses and future metro lines. Additionally, public adoption will be crucial, requiring efforts to shift commuter habits from private vehicles to mass transit systems. Looking ahead, the city's authorities have outlined plans for additional metro lines to create a comprehensive urban transit network. Lessons learned from the construction and implementation of Line 1 are expected to inform and streamline future projects, potentially reducing costs and completion times. The successful launch of Metro Line 1 sets a precedent and provides valuable insights for the development of subsequent lines. In conclusion, the inauguration of Ho Chi Minh City's Metro Line 1 represents a pivotal advancement in the city's infrastructure development. While challenges persist, the metro's launch is a testament to the city's commitment to modernization and improving the daily lives of its residents. As the city continues to expand its urban transit network, Metro Line 1 stands as a foundational element in Ho Chi Minh City's journey toward sustainable urban mobility. And so, as we stand at the edge of this week's unfolding stories, we are reminded of the duality that defines Asia, a region that strides boldly into the future while grappling with the complexities of the present. Vietnam's metro hums with the promise of progress, even as South Korea's political storm casts shadows over its democracy. ByteDance's relentless AI pursuit reflects human ingenuity, yet it is tempered by questions of control and ethics. And Nissan, a once great titan, teeters on the precipice of reinvention or irrelevance. Asia's heartbeat remains strong, its rhythm steady despite the discordant notes of crises and challenges. What will emerge from this mosaic of ambition and adversity? Only time will tell. But one truth remains. In the grand symphony of global affairs, Asia will continue to provide both the melody and the counterpoint, charting a course that the rest of the world cannot afford to ignore.